Steph, and I'm going to share with you a few of the things we do in our homeschool for art lessons. We do art in a lot of different ways, and I do it pretty laid back. I don't follow a curriculum or a course all the time, but I've certainly done that, and we've done some really fun stuff that way. So first, I want to show you just a few of the basic supplies that I have and kind of stuff that maybe you might want to get if you haven't already to get for learning art at home. So there's a few different areas that you can focus on for doing art at home. We focus on painting, different kind of drawing and sketching, and we've even dabbled in some wood burning and doing a little bit of like etching and sculpting. And so what I'm going to show you is what we use the most for doing art, and some of the fun stuff we do, how we approach the lessons, and how our freestyle approach, and then our a little bit more structured approach. So first I'm going to show you what I have for paint. Now this is a bin that I have had, and I've kept it in there even when my boys were just little. They are 10 and 14 now, so a little bit more than just painting with some messy fingers, and they can follow some pretty good lessons. But I have a whole bunch of different paint stuff in there. I have some bigger, thicker rather, paper that we can use for painting. I have little things like this to put the paints in when we're using the acrylic paints. A good thing you can use is this. So this is just a ice cube tray. So I've got a couple of these, and we also use these for paint, depending the kind of paint we're using. So I've got watercolors. They don't get used as much, but they're different kind of texture, different way to play around with them. I've got a couple different packs of this kind of paint. Now this one's actually acrylic, and I've got watercolor paint as well. So that's lots of fun that we do different techniques with. And then I've got a variety of different brushes here. I don't go really expensive with brushes. These are all good old dollar store quality. You can certainly get more expensive, but I find that these are great for anything that we've done so far. I've got a few. Recently we did an art course, a little bit of an art curriculum, had some neat lessons there, and one of them was using this acrylic ink. So it's just like it's a liquidy kind of mixture here, and this was really fun. So I've got 2 or 3 of these in different colors that you can get a little bit creative with. I also have this little Firehawk that my one son did a little while back, but mainly what I wanted to show on this was just being able to present our kids' work on really nice quality stuff. And I should quality, like these are picked up from the dollar store. They're not very expensive, and they're certainly not really high quality. But for kids to be able to actually get the opportunity to paint on a real, like on a canvas, on the stretched canvas out here, is pretty fun for them. So get a few of these. They come in all different sizes. This is actually one of the bigger sizes. I've had quite a few different sizes, but it's fun to get them painting on this kind of work and having their work look a little bit professional. So that's the reason I have that beautiful work of art sitting behind me with. So that's kind of what we do mainly for painting. Oh, maybe I'll also show this. This is like that butcher paper kind of thing. So you can use this for drawing, for painting, for you can even use it for just laying down as a base and getting so that you're protecting your table or your floor or something like that. So that comes in handy for all kinds of stuff at home, not just art. So that's a really good supply to get. So for drawing and sketching, so each of my boys have a book like this, and actually I have one too, because I quite love to draw, and I love getting, when we are doing drawing lessons, I'm usually right there drawing with the boys. And I've got a couple different pencil sets here. So I've got this one. Woo! I knew that was going to happen. That's my little wee sharpener in there. So just your 2B and your 8B. This one I think has 3 different ones. A sepia color in here as well. So it's just got a few different things in there to use for doing different sketching and drawing. And then this one here, this one I bought recently. It actually has these graphite pencils are at the end, these really dark ones. It's got just your the basic kind of different drawing pencils. So again, like the 6. But this one had a bit more though, which is why I wanted to pick it up. Like it goes into the H's, so the 6H, 2H, and it's got some B's in there too. And then it has this, which is just for it's like almost a sandpaper kind of thing. So it's neat for being able to just sharpen your pencils that way. A kneadable eraser, really really good to have. Those are fun to work with. Quite a few of the lessons we've had suggest those, so that's something you want to have for a variety of different lessons. We've also got these Tombro pencils and markers, really. Tombro, well, it says dual brush pens. Here, I'll show you the picture on the back there. You can see those 2 different tips, so that's why those are kind of nice. We've had a few lessons that suggested using these kinds of pencils or pens, so that's why I bought them initially, but we've done a few different things with them, so they are really fun to work with. Nice to get creative. I also have these charcoal sticks. So charcoal is really fun. I also have charcoals and pencils, which is not quite as messy. These charcoal sticks that's all they are, is the charcoal. So it gets pretty messy and not popular with my boys because of how messy they are. But I also have charcoal. One of these sets has charcoals in them that I just showed you. Oh, and this one is even broken right here. But this one was a much cheaper set too, which is why it's hiding like in the bottom of one of my little old art bins. But charcoal pencils with the actual, so you don't get quite so messy, is kind of nice to have. So now I'm going to give you a few ideas for your art lessons at home. So whether you do them really regularly or whether you just do them once in a while, one of these approaches can work for you. So one idea is that you can just let the kids decide. Say, okay, we're going to do some art today. What is it you want to do? And maybe you let each of your kids have a turn picking, and then everybody follows along with that. Maybe you just do a little like art brainstorming session, and you just, okay, well then we'll go with whatever idea seems to sound great to everybody. Then another approach you can do is just set up an atmosphere for learning, an atmosphere of art, and give them a few supplies to work with, and say, you just go and you do whatever you feel like doing. Here's your time, and whether it be a half an hour, an hour, not that you need to make it a time, but don't let them don't let them slack on that one either. They might say, oh, okay, after 5 minutes I'm done. So give them a little bit of an opportunity to, you got to draw this out for a half an hour of doing something creative, because they will, for the most part, they're going to get into something when they know, okay, I have to do this for half an hour. I might as well do something I really enjoy. And that is a way where you can actually get to really understand what it is that interests them, and then you can springboard off of that, being able to see what they gravitate to, and then you can maybe find even more structured lessons to give them better techniques, or give them just more interest in that subject they're doing, get a whole unit study around something they're doing with art. The list goes on and on. So there's a little bit of the more of the freestyle way. There's now lessons online, lots of free videos, as I'm sure you know. You're watching this video, and along with this video probably came up a whole list of different things where you've got professional art teachers teaching, and you've got people, just other parents just sharing what they're doing with their kids. So lots of opportunities to just pick up random art lessons. And then there is lots and lots of people and companies providing art curriculum, so art lessons and courses. And one of the places that we go to for all our art stuff is Schoolhouse Teachers. And on there, right now we're going through one of the courses, Art Achieve, that does video, so video-based lessons. So we're kind of going through some of those. But there is also art unit studies. There's art theory, there's art history, there's lots and lots of stuff, and for every grade. So Schoolhouse Teachers is for every grade level, covers the whole curriculum, covers every subject, and is for the whole family for one membership price. So it's a really great deal to get on there, and a really all the art stuff as well as all the subjects on there come from a variety of different lesson designers. The website is just packed with courses and courses and courses that really skilled and people that just love their subjects are putting their courses on there. So that is something to go check out, schoolhouseteachers.com. So one of the other things that we do is just learning from books. So as most homeschoolers are, we love our books. I've got a number of art ones. So here's a really neat little one. It kind of gives most of their, you can see that this is actually a pretty thick book. It is little as far as it not taking up very much space, so I like that. And just inside, it gives you not only lots of ideas, just about what you can draw, but it also gives you lots of little tips. You can see all that writing in there. There's lots of little tips in there. You can do this. You can I've most often just given this to the boys and said, find something in there. But I've also sat down, read some of the parts that are in here. Oh, here's a neat one with all about drawing horses and their movements and stuff like that. So lots of different approaches to drawing. We've got a collection here. This is not all my art books, but this is just a few of them, just to get inspired by. And it doesn't have to be that you follow everything step by step. It's just a way to get inspired and maybe just boost that creativity. Whether you just decide to do something that one of the kids have thought up, or whether you want to follow some more structured curriculum, either way works. It's that customized learning that you get to do at home.